Welcome to one of the largest instant noodle factories in the world. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're stepping inside this massive instant noodle factory to follow the entire process.
Looks like a good morning to start cutting. Every cup noodle begins with flour, and that flour begins right here.
These green onions are ready for the next load.
Check that moisture reading before we load the next hopper.
Flavor is what turns a simple noodle cake into a recognizable product.
Keep that pass straight, we're filling fast out here.
Harvesting is all about timing and control. Wheat must be cut when moisture levels are just right.
Bring it up a little further. Bring it up a little, hold it there, that's good.
Pull the bruised ones and keep the clean product moving.
Supplying a factory of this size takes more than good crops.
Moisture's in range, tag this load and send it to the collection point. Stack those by lot number.
Watch your footing.
Let's keep line 2 moving.
Before raw materials ever reach the plant,
This load goes first.
Make sure batch tags stay with the shipment.
This is the handoff point where agriculture becomes a tightly managed supply chain. Every load is tagged, checked, and documented.
Once ingredients are harvested, timing becomes critical. Trucks must move quickly enough to preserve freshness, yet
All right, you're cleared out, Bennett. See you at first receiving in the morning. Top it off to spec. Seal that hatch when you're done. Next truck, ease forward.
for ingredients that depend on freshness, temperature control starts long before the factory door.
You're cleared for departure zone. Keep those seals intact until receiving.
Got the grain load rolling westbound, West Chone. ETA right on schedule.
A modern noodle factory depends on synchronized transportation.
Looks good, yes. We'll make the receiving slot with time to spare.
Take the next right at the plant entrance. Gate B is open.
By the time a shipment reaches the plant, the journey is only half complete. Now the factory's own receiving systems take over.
You're good to proceed, dues and transfer. Bulk grain to receiving lane 3.
Lane 4 is ready.
Pull the reefer up to produce intake.
We've got bulk wheat on the scale next.
Weighing is one of the first formal checkpoints at receiving. It confirms load volume, links the shipment to its paperwork.
Sample pulled, send it to moisture and visual check. Temps are good. Start with row 1.
Let's get this produce into intake fast.
Not every noodle ingredient arrives in the same form.
Flow looks even, Boudel. Keep the gates right there until the hopper clears.
Bulk line 1 is feeding clean and steady.
Receiving inspection is the factory's first line of defense. Before an ingredient enters storage or processing,
Get those lot numbers logged.
Move this pallet to raw holding.
All clear on the dock.
Seal looks tight grail. Once QC signs off, start the transfer on my mark.
this is where transportation ends and manufacturing truly begins. From this point forward,
Run that batch through a second rinse. Keep the damaged leaves out. Lines moving clean.
before the wheat can be milled into noodle flour, it passes through a series of separators that remove dust, stray plant matter, and other unwanted material.
That pass looks clean. Pull that bruise section.
Keep the belt speed steady.
Even dried ingredients get another close look inside the plant. Optical sensors, manual verification.
This is where incoming ingredients really start to split into specialized paths. Grain, vegetables, oils, and dry seasoning.
Air balance looks good. Keep feeding at the same rate.
That bunch is good.
Trim the roots a little closer.
Send the next tray down.
Seasoning starts long before the final packet is sealed.
Flour feed is steady. Mixer 1 is ready to take the next batch.
Recipes confirmed. Bring the liquid feed online for the next dough cycle.
Wrap. Once ingredients are cleaned, verified, and measured,
Batch Q is synced to it. Send the next flour surge to mixer 2. Flour charge confirmed the same. Bring in the liquid doughs.
This is the moment the noodle dough begins to come together.
Mixer 3 is discharging.
Hold line 2 for a second.
Batch counts are right on target.
Feed looks even sound. Keep that pre-sheet line running smooth.
after mixing, the dough is compacted and pressed into a continuous sheet.
Alignment's good. Hold that tension. We're feeding clean into the next stand. Thickness is right where we want it, tray. Let's keep the feed consistent.
With cleaning and preparation complete, the factory moves into full-scale noodle production.
Thickness looks good.
Keep the tension balanced. Send it clean into stand 4.
Gap is holding steady, no drift on the right edge.
Compounding strengthens the dough sheet by layering and pressing it again, improving internal structure and helping create the chew.
Conditioning looks good, quite good. Send it into final reduction. Thickness is locked into rate. Slitter's ready for handoff.
Once final thickness is set, the dough sheet is slit into individual strands.
Pattern looks even. No bunching on the left side. Yeah. Send it clean into steam.
Wave is holding. Keep the feed centered.
Loose. Steaming cooks the noodle structure without washing away its shape.
This steaming step is a huge deal because it starts locking in the noodle's internal structure.
Steamed well is right where it needs to be.
By the time the noodles leave the steam tunnel, their structure has changed dramatically. They're no longer raw dough strands.
Portion size looks right, team. Keep the cycle synced with the line speed. Molds are loading, clean cleanse, no misses on this cycle.
At this stage, portion noodles are shaped into compact nests that fit the cup precisely.
Temperatures on target all. Keep the carriers indexed and ready.
Entry timing looks clean or Noodle. Let that row go through.
Advanced processing depends on tight control over temperature, dwell time, and product flow. Small changes at this stage can affect texture, moisture, shelf life.
Exit looks clean. Moisture drop is right on spec.
With the main forming and thermal stages complete, the noodles begin transitioning into their final manufacturing state.
Temperatures dropping right on schedule. Keep the rows evenly spaced.
Before the noodles move into final preparation, automated inspection systems verify shape. Spacing looks locked rate. Loaders ready to take the next row.
Magazine's full, man. Keep those cups feeding clean into the loader.
Once the noodle nests are stabilized and verified, they're loaded directly into the cups with tight positional accuracy.
Seasoning ladles ready grow. Keep the cups indexed and don't miss the garnish feed.
Dispense weight looks right now. Send those to packet insert.
Flavor packets may be small, but they're critical to the finished experience.
Weights are centered. Keep an eye on lane 2, just in case. All packets accounted for sounding. Top view is reading clean across the row.
Coding is more than a label. It's a traceability link. Batch numbers, production dates, and shelf life information.
Registration is locked. Keep the foil centered for the seal heads.
Seal station is up to temp out and on. Bring the next row in.
Sealing protects the cup from moisture, contamination, and handling damage while preserving shelf stability.
Now that the cups are sealed, the factory shifts into a more refinement-focused mode.
Lane 1 is stable. Keep monitoring seal integrity on the far side.
After sealing, the factory verifies that every lid bond is secure and consistent.
Pull this one for retention sake. Batch code matches the current production window.
Direct those samples to the lab bench. Loads me. Final inspection wants the latest run.
By this point, the noodles are cooked, formed, filled, and sealed for showroom.
Batch samples are checked in prior. Let's start with seal and net weight verification. Net weight verification confirms that every cup contains the right amount of noodles and included components.
Seal pattern looks even. Move this sample to content verification. Presentation looks right. Garnish spread is consistent across the top.
Moisture control is one of the most important quality factors in instant noodles.
Start the clock, Babin. We'll check noodle structure and flavor release at the standard hold time. Log the swab set with the current lot and move it to the hold rack.
Maintenance. Laboratory checks don't stop at measurements. Manufacturers also verify how the noodles actually perform after rehydration.
All checkpoints are complete, and this lot is approved for release to final prep.
QA, release the lot this move. Notify final prep and keep packaging lanes supplied.
Once laboratory and quality checks are complete, the finished cups are released to the final preparation area.
Buffer is balanced. Send lane 3 straight into the case packer feed. Graphics are sharp. Seal edge is clean all the way around.
Modern food manufacturing relies on traceability at every step. A finished cup can be through ingredient lots.
At this point, these cups are fully made, fully sealed, and officially cleared by quality control. Packaging's taking product clean, keep the merge lanes balanced.
Final preparation ensures that only verified product reaches the packaging machines.
Case feed is live as a pallet. Keep the cup lanes matched to the pack pattern.
After all the testing, measurement, and release checks are complete, the finished cups move into packaging. From here, the goal is speed with control.
Lane 2 is balanced.
Keep those cups centered.
Packaging feed looks clean.
Forming looks sharp. Keep the blanks feeding one at a time.
Packaging starts with controlled grouping. Every cup has to arrive in the correct count, spacing, and orientation, so that pack loaded clean, send the next set right behind it.
Flap timing's right, no catches on the top close.
Glue temp is holding a three. Seam bond looks good on this run.
Once the cases are closed, they're marked with production codes and tracking information.
Label positions centered straight. Keep the scan check active on every case.
Reads are clean, and no mismatches on this batch so far.
Group count is set. Let the next bundle transfer through. Secondary packaging often groups finished units into retail bundles that are easier to display, handle, and ship.
Wrap looks tight, so send those through coding and final bundle check.
Top code is clean cleat. Line up the bundles for the next pack out.
Tray formers on rhythm. Keep those bundle groups matched to the load pattern.
Labeling during packaging serves more than branding alone.
Everything's reading green. Let those packs move to boxing. Case count is right. Hold that group and load on the next cycle.
Master case packing turns finished retail units into transport-ready inventory. At the end of packaging, every shipping case is sealed, coded, and prepared for downstream handling. From here,
This is the point where the product really becomes large-scale inventory. What started as individual ingredients out in the field.
Lane 1's fitting clean. Stage the next pallet for the robot.
Pallet is seated to sim. Bring the first case layer forward.
palletizing converts finished cases into warehouse-ready loads.
Layer patterns holding square quadrino. This pallet is ready for wrap.
Base wrap looks tight. Keep the carriage climbing.
Stretch wrapping protects pallet loads during movement and storage by improving stability and reducing shift.
Once a pallet is stabilized, it receives its own identity inside the warehouse system.
Stage these 3 loads for aisle 7 when the forklift comes through.
Send that load to High Bay Row 7, Section C.
This pallet's cleared for row A7 touch. Hold the next one until the aisle opens.
A warehouse like this is more than storage space. It's an organized inventory system.
Aisle A7 is filling evenly. Confirm the next slot before we move that load.
Pallet ID confirmed, and this one belongs in slot A7-04.
Proceed down aisle 5 after that placement is complete.
Warehousing at this scale depends on real-time inventory systems.
Next pallet in the queue goes to upper storage once aisle traffic clears.
Hold that crossing. Loaded truck coming through from the north aisle.
Storage utilization looks good, Thule. Keep outbound lanes clear for the next wave.
Once loads are built, wrapped, labeled, and assigned, forklifts take over the physical movement. By the time a pallet enters the warehouse aisles, the manufacturing story is nearly complete.
Dock lanes open straight. Take that load straight to outbound staging.
Stage the eastbound loads in order. Turpentine. Trailer 5 is first out.
Before a finished pallet goes onto a truck, outbound teams verify destination, count, and loading sequence.
Bring it straight in, set it tight against the left row. We've now reached the final factory handoff. These finished pallets are being loaded by route and destination.
That row's full. Back it out slow. Next pallet comes in on the right side.
A plant this size rarely ships one trailer at a time.
Seal is good. Pull this trailer to outbound queue when you're clear.
Container 2 is ready. Start feeding those pallets in the assigned order. Come back 6 inches. Hold it. That's the spot.
Once the loads are sealed, verified, and dispatched, the factory's job is largely complete.
Outbound load is rolling train stretch. Next stop is the regional distribution center. All units stay on route. Sumonström unload sequence begins at the regional center.
This load is assigned to Bay 1240. We'll turn it for store delivery tonight.
Before the product reaches stores, it usually passes through regional distribution.
These just came in this morning.
After fields, factories, warehouses, and highways, the journey ends here, in a moment that feels simple and familiar.
What looks simple on a store shelf is actually the result of an incredible chain of farming, engineering, quality control, packaging.